Hello, this is Town Dog, and I'm back with another Flight Simulator Extreme. I'm going to try a little small flight out of Tennessee into Alabama. We're going to take off here just a few minutes, and we're going to be doing a flight. I'm going to fly south from here. I want to head about 185, maybe just a little under that. And I'm going to be flying at about 2,500, 3,000 feet, providing the elevation will allow it. I'll watch if it gets too bad. I'll climb some more. But I'm going to try 2,500, 3,000. And then I'm going to leave out here on the heading, like I said, 185. And I'm going to be flying down to a little lake in Alabama. I'm not sure how far it is. I don't think it's too far, though. But it is across the line. And the airport is Wilson's Creek, and it's at 590 feet elevation from sea level. It's a grass strip, runway 9 to 27. Runways are, I thought I wrote the length down, but I don't see it, but it don't matter. Seems like me around 2,200 feet, but I don't remember exactly. I thought I had it wrote here, and I don't see it. Anyway, that's the information we got to have right there, and there is a VOR on the other side of it, it'd be off to the southeast of it. Out of the VOR at 320 is also about where the airport is, so I could use those two cross points to get an idea where I'm at. That's a grass strip. It's a lake. It's an airport on the lake, a little bigger than one of the grass strips. The airport on the lake is a water airport, so I might not even see it. It's all water runways. Actually pass it, the grass strips up in the little hills there or something. So we're going to head in there and try to find that. So I hadn't checked the plane for fuel yet, so I guess I'll just take at least a half a tank to be safe. I mean, I'm not sure how far it is. If we just, no, we got noise in the background. There, we went away. Don't need no noise in the background. Okay, my wife's computer blurred out there for a minute. All right, I'm fixing to see if I can't get this fuel checked out. Get much of that noise, I'll just delete it and quit. See what we're looking for now. Fuel, payload, go to fuel here. Okay, we got 90 something. I'm gonna go at 60. I don't know what it's gonna take. Hopefully 60 is a plenty. But on this, we're not on a VA flight, so we can't stop and get fuel if we have to, provided we can find a place to stop. Anyway, there we go. We got that. Now we're going to get in this plane. 3D, 2D cockpit here. Why ain't that working? There we go. I know what that is right here. One of these are supposed to give me a dead blame cockpit. Why ain't that thing doing that? Supposed to have a 2D cockpit right there, and one of these buttons supposed to, there it is right there. When it don't come up, when them other buttons supposed to pop it up, it didn't want to do it. I got it now. Anyway, we're going to turn this one on, and we're going to push the mixture all the way down. We'll crack the throttle just enough to see it move right there. And turn the fuel on. That says on. Turn these two power buttons on. We'll go ahead and turn the avionics on. That wasn't them, I don't reckon. Them two must have been already on. Because I moved them and now they're off. Alright, there we go. Apparently this thing here is not going to light up until I move something. See there. It does it sometimes. It makes when you ask for something, what does anything. I said 2,500, 3,000. I'm sitting on 3,000. I can back it off or climb either one. Sit on 3,000 feet. I'm going to set this on about 110 out of here. 115 for an airspeed. Well, that's not what I see is. There, down. This right here don't even matter. Dead south be good enough for now. I said 185, we'll just sit on that for now. There's 185. Somebody just coming on the runway, take it off, I do believe. We'll set this out there. Leave it at 0. When I turn this on, it'll take, it set itself. On the climb decision. All right, now go outside the plane. Well, we're gonna crank it, wouldn't we? We're gonna start it. We haven't started yet. Go back in. Let's start this young fella. Fuel's on. She's running. Now we can go outside the plane. Get ready to move to the runway. I'll let this guy here try to take off. Had one try to take off me going on a different plane, and he didn't get off the ground. He went out in the woods. So let me get me a joystick too. I ain't got one handy at this point. I had it set down way below me. Here we go. Teasing off. I've got him in a V-tail. I like that little plane, but I've got one. Looks like that probably because I got it substituted by it. But anyway, it's got a. Oh, we got a helicopter on the runway. Hope we don't taxi too far. Anyway, we'll give him a minute too. So we ain't no hurry. Let me see now. Now I'm sitting here down the runway. I can do the heading I was talking about. And I'm gonna come back. I'm not quite straight, so I'm gonna come back a few 3 degrees this way. I like it right there, 4 degrees. And nothing's on here, so we can get rid of that for now. And now everybody's gone. Once we get in there, we'll get a direction set up and head out. Let's see what we got here. I didn't set the trim, so I'll just have to set it after I get on there. I should have saw. I can pull it a little bit before I get off, but I won't pull it too much. We get going this short runway. I was talking about that man not getting off. The way I took off, I might not get off. Oh yeah, we're up and gone. Now if I set my trim back where it don't go back down, right there, we can set this, that, and that. Everything's all right now. We said we was going to turn to 185, so let's do that right now. That's a little hazy there. I hope it ain't so bad we can't figure out what we're doing. Let's turn this way right here. Now, other than that little VOR I was talking about, I have no idea where we're going, except for that ain't right. I'm going wrong. I'm going wrong. Come back here. 185. I don't remember, it's maybe 2 or 3 extra, 2 or 3 less. Anyway, it's a lake, and once we cross the lake, it's right there on the other side. That's a water airport on the lake. But there better to be any kind of marker for that in here. Maybe just a lake. I'm not planning on using any kind of other navigation except what we got going here. So I'm gonna bring this radio stack right here up, and I'm gonna get these numbers off here. The VOR is don't tell me I didn't write it down. I remember writing it down, but I don't see it. We left from Palmer Village, the Prime Lake, TN21, and we're going to Willams Creek, and it is LA9. I do not see the VOR wrote down here. I could have swore I wrote it down. That means I'll have to go to the map panic because I have no idea what it is. Well, I've got altitude, I've got everything, I've got the runway headings. Don't have a VOR. I took time to put on the heading off of it, but it didn't. The 320 off that heading out of the VOR, which is the other side and off to the south and east of the airport. I might as well go to the map and find it because I've got to have it. And no way I'm knowing where I'm at without the VOR number. That's the only extra information I had. And I thought, sure, I knew what it was. Now, that VOR right there is the one we're talking about, 1650. That's it right there. And our, let me get out, zoom back in here where we see. Let's see right here. what I was talking about. This is the airport here. It's this VOR here. It's on about 320 out of that to there. A little water runway to lake here. I want to cross that lake. I need to be just actually a little bit. I need to cross that lake off to my left, really, when I come across. The airport's here before I get to this lake, but that lake there. When I get to the big lake, I've actually passed the airport. That much I'll have to know. But the airport here, I have no idea. I'm not paying any attention to this, but if I see it, I know I'm too far. This VOR here is what we're going to be using. The VOR, well, I said was 1650, so let's get that set up. It's at low altitude, but when we get within 50 miles, it should be on. What is that? I thought I had that on 16 a while ago. Must have turned it. Now, okay, both of those are set. Actually, we look like both of them's on. So now, let's pull this up for distance. The VOR is 40-something miles from here. I don't have any distance off the VOR, but I do know I want this right here to be on 320 out or reversed. It don't matter which. 320 out. Now, the heading I'll set up here. If I stay on this heading, I've got to set up here until that bar crosses. I should be getting really close to where we're going, unless I'm off on these figures. I could be off on either one of them or both of them. Now, don't ask me why that plane's leaning unless the wind's blowing. As far as I know, my joystick knows working right. That's just what causes it a lot of times. Or a cross breeze will cause it when the plane's trying to stay on the line. Been doing that a lot here lately, but also been having a lot of wind here lately too. See it shaking? That tells me there is a wind. We're just climbing to 3,000. We're not there yet. Like I say, 2,500, 3,000. I'm gonna back down to 2,500 right now. Watch the terrain. If it gets too close, we'll try to climb up out of it. If it's hazy enough, we need to be able to see. Getting higher won't help us none. Lower might not. We done past 2,500 apparently. Coming back down to it. I wish that plane wouldn't lean like that. Here lately it's better about it, and I don't think it's joystick or anything. I'm thinking the wind. See, as the wind let it go back down, it straightened up. The wind is fighting it. When I did the yoke, it moved it over. When it started straightening back up, the wind, it got it back with the wind. It ain't fighting it no more. It starts to fight it, it'll lean over again. Like just a little bit there now, but as it gets back on its own pull, the wind will probably push it back over. I'll see right now, see it starting to get back over. All right, we're level at 2,500, which will maybe under some of the wind too now. I got this set on 320 out, and we're on a heading of off of there. When that bar crosses, we should be getting pretty close. Now, I don't know that that's actually heading though. It's best I can calculate from the map. I'm gonna go down another 500 because the weather just don't look too good. I don't like looks this either. Let me play a zero this and see what happens. 2,000. See, salary is gonna come down. That's right. Come down to 2,000. The ground is 500 plus any bumps or anything. The airport's 500. So we be 1,500 above the airport. I don't know about the ground around here. Ground around here may be higher than that. I'll have to watch it. I may have to clear the weather to find the airport too. I don't want to, but if I have to, I will. This weather's not that accurate. It is wind caused that plane. That's the reason it straightened up and it got back over. When I yoked it, I got it to a point it was flying with the wind. When I quit, it went back to its general heading, straightened out, and I put the wind back across it again. Now it's leading into the wind to keep them drifted. But it will still drift because it's got nothing to pull it back except, it's got nothing to tell the knowledge except direction. And that direction can be cheated over a little all the time and not be noticeable. 85 is what I had here. That also proves it turns its off that much. It's crabbing into the wind. Just try to hold that line, magnetic line. Let's see if we can find where we're going. I might make a butt of this. I might not find it. I haven't looked at it. I haven't seen it. I have no idea what it looks like. I do know the runway heading is east and west. But that's after you find the airport. There's nothing on the airport to lead us. We can use the GPS and look at it. We can do that. We'll wait a few minutes to see what's going on now. This right here could easily be. So it's only talking 30 miles. I'm thinking 15. I'm thinking from that VOR back to that airport. I wish he had coached that. He's trying to talk on frequency inside the game, and the frequency does not work. All you get's a mess when you try to talk. But I don't know who. There's no way of proving it. So I can't make him hush. Let's get rid of everybody. Maybe he won't do too much of it. At EAS, I believe that's Eastern Hops numbers. I was over once upon a time, and I believe that's Eastern Hops numbers. When you register, you get a number. Not perfectly for sure, but I believe that's right. I was there once upon a time for a pretty good while. Well, we're still doing a side step here on this wind, and anything that hard against you, even though it's trying to hold the line, it'll still drift. So we're drifting to the right probably as we go. It's pulling left trying to hold it, but we're probably drifting right. I have no idea what else. Hopefully I'll be able to see that lake when I get down here. The big lake will be in front of me. I'll be done past the airport if I see it. The little lake should be to my left with that water airport on it. Right, there's a power service, but I don't know where it crosses that. Highline right away down there. 25, 29 miles. I'm thinking 10 to 15, something like that off the VOR to where I'm expected to cross it at. Arrow on the right shows the airport, shows the VOR is off to my right. That ain't good because it's supposed to be off to my left. That ain't working. But if I straightened up, it would be almost straight in front of me. The fact that I'm crabbing makes it look different. If I straightened up back over that line, I'd be over there some. But that ain't good. That don't look promising. But what we can do is, let me see something. I've got one more choice of something that might work better than this. But I don't need to do it until after I get there and can't find it. We've got a 320 heading out. So 140 in to the VOR. So if I catch the VOR outside, I can lock onto it. And depend on it being better than what we'll do, we'll cross here If we look like we're too close, we'll turn out off of that VOR on that 320 heading. But if we're outside of it, we can turn the other way on 140. We'll keep this up and see what we can do. As long as we don't pass the VOR. The VOR is off about right. I don't like that. I'd rather have it off to my left about 10 degrees at this point, I believe. So, between the drift of the wind, which I believe I've drifted the other way, but it showed me going wrong. I keep hearing that noise back there. I've got enough noise in my ear I can't hear, but I bet y'all hear that background sound. When I play it back, I'll hear it, but I don't. This ain't look good. Oh, that wind or something is giving me a fit. I believe it's a heavy wind. I'm going to clear all weather. I'm not going to find it just right on the thing. Still 20-something miles out of here, though. If I clear all weather, I don't like doing that, but that's an option. Now, the plane should straighten up. That don't mean the wind will quit, but it should slack off. That plane should straighten up some. It hadn't yet, has it? I don't know why it's leaning like that. Still believe I got a wind even though it cleared up the clouds. It's trying to sit back up a little right there. Now we can look around and see what's out here though. We were headed to all that lake may be on the wrong side. I don't like what that airplane's doing. Changed the sound when I done that. Let's reset their speed. That's what I'm doing. I reset the planes what I'm doing. Make it, in case I had a defect from sitting still so long. If I hit that reset button, make the plane as if I just installed it. Still getting back over leaning. I believe I got a wind. Might not be, but it sure acted like it. It says no dots. But if not, I've got a problem with something. I can't undo the joystick and took it back of the computer. I like the joystick give you trouble. I've had that happen before a long time ago on a different joystick. I don't know, I'm just acting. Shake it around, see if it'll straighten itself out. But it does try to straighten out right there. And then it goes right back to it. Let's see where we at. We are, let me find this right here. $18 miles out of the VOR. It's off to our right, which is really wrong. I don't like that at all. I'm going to have to turn into the VOR. I have no choice. I know the VOR is east, southeast of where we're going. We've got to keep it in front of us at the very least. So I'm going to come around and put it a little bit to my right. I see water. So we'll see if we can make out what we're looking at on the lake parts of it. I can't tell what I'm looking at. The airplanes are leaning, there ain't nothing. I had a little trouble last time, I think, with the leading. A little. I said I had wind, but I'm not showing any wind right now. I act like the plane still reacted to what I had, though. Still believe I had some. I can't restart the simulator until I get through. It looks like the big lake there. If I'm where I think I am, it'd be water right over there also. I can't tell. Yet this may be the little stream here, the big one there, and the little one right here. So I'm gonna fly over there and look. Cause we're in the range of where I said right now. We haven't crossed the VOR yet, but we're closer to be the VOR be wrong. I need to get over towards where I think the airport is from where I am. So I'm fixing to cut everything loose. And fly it myself a minute. There's one of them airports that's not the one we're going to. I don't believe. Yet it's in the right place. There's a big airport the other side. Also one off, well, no, it wasn't either. That may be the one we're looking for. Yet I think I see the little stream right yonder. See the stream right yonder? And I believe that's what I'm talking about there. We're too far over on the VOR, so that means what I'm looking for right yonder, something right yonder. The water runways, I believe. There was a couple more airports around also. The water runway, I believe, is right up in here. And the other one is out there in the open field between here and the other lake. And this direction here will put us more into that line I was talking about. And I was guessing at that, so it wasn't accurate. What I kept saying, I thought it was too far over. That's what I was looking at. The VOR was not where I thought it ought to be. I was probably off on my calculations. Now I see something right yonder next to that lake, which could be the airport for the water runways. They may have a little airport strip or something, or airport terminal, or whatever on land. I'm not sure. But I believe it right there. We kept talking about the little lake. There's it right there. That's the little lake right there. The big one's on my left. My airport is between the little lake and the big lake, out in front of me. That was knowing that your electronics is wrong. Not wrong, but you're in the wrong location on them. They're not wrong. My calculations either wrong or the wind helped me off or something. But I knew I was coming in wrong, but about where the location of it was. This right here is the little lake I was talking about right here, which is a spur off the big lake. a river or something going into it. And that water runways is on that right there somewhere, maybe up in here further, right there at Billmore. Seems like it's up in this way a little further. But there won't be any markings probably that you can find. See, a wide place right there could make one. That's channel right there could make one. There's a wide place just below me could make one. A runway. I don't remember what direction they call for on them. But they're in that waterway. I really believe it's my airport out there. Might not be an airport, but it looks a little bit like one. And east and west is the way that is pointed east and west. Well, once I get on the ground, I'll prove it, right or wrong. Looks like that's it though. It said grass. Should be the asphalt. I might not be it. I'll be able to use GPS to find it. It still looks a lot like one. I ain't picked no airport runways up yet, but it still looks a lot like a strip that would make one. We're gonna get close enough to see here in a minute. It's the east and west to be to my right. That's where part of the ground is going.
500.
I still ain't seen no runway. The show looks more like, the closer I get, the more it looks like one. Yes, I do see the runway. Runway in sight, and I'm about 85 to 90% sure that's it, but that's about all I get you for, to guarantee you. Uh-oh.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Get down there. Lost the runway. I'm on it, but I couldn't tell it. Wasn't on it, I landed. I had to get over to it. Oh no.
10.
It done messed up now. This is what happens when everything goes haywire. See, all it did is
30, 20,
it overbalanced the front. Once it does it, it's got no sense to stop. That just aggravates me. That's FSX's funny stuff. See, another flip. It ain't gonna stop till it flips. You're not gonna take care of it. You gotta quit the game to fix it.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
See? Now you're probably gonna flip again. If it don't flip again, it's gonna surprise me. But that wasn't, I didn't give it a reason to do that. Not enough to make it do it, and it'll probably do it again here in a minute. Once it starts, it's just about ain't gonna take control. The fact that it quit doing it surprised me. But I've had it happen before, just have to quit the game to make it quit. But right now, even though it's not doing it, you mess around and it'll do it again. I don't know whether to call it good or what. Oh man. That's all that. Let's see if we're on the right airport before we worry about all that. That won't tell me there, but this right here will. That's it. That's the airport we was headed for. Weaves Creek. Right there. We're on it now. The little crazy stuff I'd already landed. Now, I think I held the brakes a little tight. I might actually raise the throttle back up. That's what caused it to flip over, but it shouldn't do it at that point. It should take more of that to make it do it. There's plenty bad about that. If you touch your brakes and throttle at the same time, and ever starts up, 9 out of 10, if it ever does start to rear up, you're not going to stop it. It'll just keep acting instead of it turns over. Anyway, I'm going to call it. This is town. Don't be going bye-bye. I may probably put it up just like it is. It's a little bit of a crazy landing. But wasn't all my doings, I don't think, on it last bit. I know the flip-flops wasn't. One turnover, yes. It should have turned upside down and laid there. That's what it should have done. Anyway, that's a bye-bye, and I'll catch y'all later. I'm going to go.